Hey all, Jason Levon, priest at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to another Pause and Pray. One of my favorite TV series of all time is the TV show Freaks and Geeks. It came out, I'm dating myself, in 1999. It only ran for a year. Critics loved it, but it just never caught on, and it was canceled after a year, though it launched the careers of many successful actors to this day. And the show tells the story of two small groups of teenagers in a 1980 Michigan high school who are struggling to navigate the difficult landscape that high school can be for so many of us. And you guessed it, those two small groups are the freaks and the geeks. And what you come to see quite quickly is that these two small groups have a way of creating a space in which the characters that fill them can both hide from the vicious landscape of high school life, but also they create space for them to hide in a deeper sense of authenticity as they come to discover in the small groups and the trust that's built who they really are. And that ability to kind of hide in a space of authenticity that helps them when they go back out to navigate the larger, difficult landscape that they're all living in. There's a juxtaposition in our lives at times, a balancing act between hiding from and hiding in. And even Scripture brings that to our attention. Both facets are brought to our attention in today's daily office. We're invited to pray Genesis chapter 3, which tells the story of what's traditionally known as the fall, when Adam and Eve disobey God. And the first thing Adam and Eve do when God comes looking for them is they try to hide from God. And then we're also invited today to pray Psalm 5, where the psalmist reflects on the gift of hiding in God as a holy refuge. And really, that's the only place for the psalmist in which we can hide if we're able to face and grow in this world of darkness and struggle and difficulty and twists and turns and all that comes with living. Even going back, though, to Genesis 3, it's important to note that in this story of the fall, which we as people of faith have used wonderfully, I say that sarcastically, to heap all sorts of judgment on ourselves, that all we are miserable, wretched sinners who had fallen so far short, or even to judge others if we're angry at them and we use this story to level judgment on others. It's important for us to note what can be easily overlooked, that God's first act wasn't to condemn, it was to look for and call out Adam and Eve, to invite them back into a relationship of truth and authenticity. I don't know what to do with that juxtaposition between hiding from and hiding in. I don't have those answers, and I don't claim to. I don't know much. But maybe in all of that is a holy invitation for us to do some pausing and praying today, to reflect honestly on our own lives and maybe spend some time courageously naming some of those things that we hide from, either consciously or subconsciously, but also to spend some time pausing and praying today, to reflect on where we come to find some of those holy hiding places in our lives, where we can hide in a deeper sense of authenticity and truth of who we are. Maybe that's reflecting on a few friendships or relationships or communities to which we belong, where we can really be more authentically us. Or maybe it's thanking God for the gift of good therapy sessions where that same work happens, or the gift of getting lost in our passions and hobbies, being creative, building something, maybe even found in our own work where that true and authentic self is able to come to the surface more and more. And ultimately give thanks to God, because then in that light, all of those things aren't so much hiding places as holy instruments of God doing the work God did in the Garden of Eden, of looking for us, of trying to find us and call forth who we are most authentically, so we don't have to spend our time hiding anymore. God's peace and blessings to you all.